The photography student. Hi there, my name is Karen. I'm currently studying photography at my local university. The reason I say this is because recently, when I was out on a camping trip to complete an assignment for my capstone, something strange happened. A few weeks ago, I went out to the state park to camp in the forest. For my final project, I was going to photograph some wildlife and landscapes. I had initially made plans to go with another classmate. However, she had gotten a bad case of food poisoning the night before the trip, meaning I would have to go alone. Despite this unfortunate turn, I was not discouraged. I have been camping in those woods many times with my family as I grew up. One night on my own would be easy. Besides, the fear of being by myself was far outweighed by the disappointing thought of losing the opportunity to use my nature photography idea for my capstone and having to fall back into some uninspired backup plan. When I finally arrived in the forest, I searched out a pleasant clearing where I pitched my tent and made camp. For the rest of the day, I made my way around the woods, photographing anything that interested me. And by the time the sun began to set, I was confident that my piece would be a glowing success. That night, despite being alone, I slept quite well. I remember carefully zipping my camera back into its protective bag before crawling into my sleeping bag and drifting off. It wasn't until the sun had risen the next day that I noticed anything was amiss. As I rolled out of bed and began getting dressed, I noticed that my camera was lying on the ground next to me. This was strange because I distinctly remember putting it away in its bag the night before. I was rather cautious, however, nothing else happened that I deemed suspicious, so I resumed packing up and headed home. It was when I got home and began reviewing the photographs I had taken that the full horror finally hit me. I had only taken 600 photos, yet when I transferred them onto my computer, it said there were 605. Quickly, I scrolled down to the last 5 pictures that I had no recollection of taking. It was then that the room grew cold and my breath caught at the back of my throat. They were photos of me, asleep in my tent.